and I'm listening to it, and I'm saying, yo, I said, this guy didn't come with them lyrics. The demon gave him them lyrics. A lot of those lyrics that Jay gets, they get them from demons. Yeah. Demons be writing down them. The real writers, the ghostwriters are really demons. You know, I'm serious. Y'all laughing like it's a joke.
You're right. You're right, because Lil Wayne, he says he doesn't remember any of his freestyles, any of his songs. He got people like, actually say word for word, and he doesn't remember nothing. He said he doesn't write anything down, and somebody said that they went into the studio and literally like he was possessed by something and just started just going. Same thing with Tupac's.
That's why all those entertainers do drugs.
Yep.
Mainly marijuana. It's like a heavy marijuana demon on Jake. They always call that the gateway drug.
Yeah.
It's the gateway for demons to come in and infest you, man.
Yeah, inhabit their bodies.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you listen to these lyrics.
Main line of all time, personally. This last one is fine. All right, here we go. Safe sex is great sex. Better wear latex. Because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex. No! You said that!
I'm gonna talk. I don't know when I said it or why I said it or where I said it.
Wayne.
I said it.
Wayne, come on, Wall. Help me out, Wall. Safe sex is great sex. Better use the latex. Because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you ain't write that down, Wayne?
I don't write, man.
That just came in your head.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Historically, it's the real deal, you know. Have you seen the movie?
No, I've not.
I'm sorry, you've not seen the movie?
Not just yet.
And you're too busy to see it, probably?
In a way, once my job is done on the film, it's really none of my business.
Really, none of your business. So you deliberately don't look at the finished product?
Oh, yeah, as far away as I possibly
Is that right?
Yeah. If I can, I try to stay profound a state of ignorance as possible.
Well, you come to the right place. You're exactly where you need to be. That's interesting. And is it, and forgive me, is it a little insecurity?
Just, I don't like, I don't like watching myself.
Yeah.
I prefer the experience. I mean, making the film is great.
Right.
The process is all fine, but then he's up there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that speaks to what I was...
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to that apostle, that was a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in, week out, in our truth and sincerity. It's going to be somewhat of a response to Apostle Tahar's statement he made at their after camp lesson. And he made a statement which he said that, the ghostwriters are demons. That demons are writing these lyrics of these various different musicians. Okay, and that's a very, very true statement. And, I played some clips of, Lil Wayne speaking about he doesn't remember his freestyles, a lot of the albums, a lot of the lyrics, or actually a lot of the words that he said in his albums, okay? And, also Johnny Depp basically going into why he does not watch his own movies, okay? And he made a statement. He said because he's up there and, he's not comfortable watching his own movies. And it's because he's literally possessed by a demonic entity. And they don't feel comfortable watching themselves because they know that they're literally possessed. Okay? But I want to go into this article, which I'll leave the link in the description box as this as well, which really goes into some, details and statements from these various different musicians concerning, them in the studio, them performing, whether it was by themselves or with a band or multiple artists, and the possessions that they actually felt and went through, so to speak, man. Okay? because these various different artists, they're involved in all different types of witchcraft. They have to participate in these rituals. They have to participate in these sacrifices. They have to go before these witches and warlocks, and demons are conjured up. Spells and spirits and all different types of sorcery are used to make them more creative. All right. Now let's get into this article, okay? And this article was written in 2001. All right. Let's see here. Let's skip down. I'm gonna skip around this article, okay? It says in the following statements, rock musicians describe an outside power to which they were connected or that has actually possessed them while they wrote and performed rock music. Okay, now let's play. Let's rewind and play Apostle Tahar's statement one more time before we go further into this article.
Because I'd heard the song before, but I was driving, I listening to it, and I'm saying, yo, I said, this guy didn't come with them lyrics. The demon gave them lyrics. A lot of those lyrics that Jay gets, they get them from demons. Yeah. Demons be writing down them. The real writers, the ghostwriters are really demons. I'm serious. Don't laugh at them.
Yeah, the real ghostwriters are demons. All right, and that's facts. It says in the following statements, rock musicians describe an outside power to which they were connected or that has actually possessed them while they wrote and performed rock music. Okay, it says, let me skip down a little bit. Bear with me. All right, let's skip down. This is Jimi Hendrix' statement. Okay. Okay, Salaki, this is Jimi Hendrix' girlfriend's statement concerning Jimi Hendrix. All right, and this is a quote. It says he used to always talk about some devil or something was in him. He didn't know what made him act that way. He acted, and what made him say the things he said, and the songs and different things like that just came out of him. It seems to me he was so tormented and just torn apart, and like he really was obsessed, with something really evil. Okay? And it's because Jimi Hendrix had a heavy demon upon him. Okay? Which that demon makes them creative. Literally writes the lyrics for them. Because for the most part, these various different artists have talent, but a lot of times when they go through the things that they go through in Hollywood, they lose a lot of their creativity, okay, for various different reasons. It's let's go to I'm gonna continue on in this. Let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna go through this, and these are very different artists. This is Robert Plant and Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. It says both claim that they don't know who wrote the occultic song Stairway to Heaven. Plant testified, quote, Pagey had written the chords and played them for me. I was holding the paper and pencil, and for some reason I was in a very bad mood. Then all of a sudden my hand was writing out words. I just sat there and looked at the words, and then I almost leaped out of my seat. Okay? So he said, all of a sudden my hand was writing words. Okay? A lot of rituals, seances, so to speak, goes on in these various different studios, man. Okay? And this is not just for musicians. This is, like I said earlier, this is also for these actors as well. Okay, these movie stars. All right. This is from a statement from Bruce Springsteen, Dateline. Yeah, we'll skip that part. This is, quote, I've always considered that there was some way where we were able to channel energy, and that energy was able to be from another source, if you like a higher power or something that was actually doing the work. I've often thought of us just being actually just the earthly beings that played the music because it was an uncanny, Slocky, because it was uncanny. Some of this music came out extremely uncanny. Quote, it is amazing because sometimes when we're on stage, I feel like somebody's just moving the pieces. I'm just going. It says, it says, quote, we don't have any control over this, and that's magic. All right. You know, when you go to these, you see these concerts, you see Jake and these other various different artists is performing. All right. You know, demons are in the midst of what's going on at these concerts, man. You know, and I remember I did a video on it, but there was video footage of, I forgot which concert it was, but you saw basically a demon leap into the crowd, man. You know, and cause a small rush of people to, you know, where people got trampled, and I believe a couple people died in that instance, man. Okay. It says, this is Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. It said that their songs came spontaneously like an inspiration at a seance, and at Slack and arrived in Marseille. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It says, as if the Stones as songwriters were only a willing and open medium. Okay. It says, Richard said that he received the opening riff to the wicked song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, in a dream. He woke up and sang it into a tape recorder. All right. So these artists are coming out. This is out of their own mouths. These are the quotes, basically telling you they don't know where they got their lyrics from. They felt possessed when they're on stage. Okay, and it was like they were mediums, so to speak, man. Okay. It says, Little Richard said, I was directed and commanded by another power, the power of darkness, that a lot of people don't believe exists, the power of the devil. It says, quote, you can't describe it. It says, playing rock music except to say it's like a mysterious energy that comes from the metaphysical plane and into my body. It's almost like being a medium. Let's read that again. It says, you can't describe it except to say it's like a mysterious energy that comes from the metaphysical plane and into my body. It's almost like being a medium. And it's because they are being possessed by demons. And this is heavy in Hollywood, man. This is heavy amongst these various different musicians, man. Rap music, rock music, R&B, okay? And these various different genres of music. Let's see here. It says it's like being possessed like a psychic or a medium. It's amazing that it just came to me in a dream. That's why I don't profess to know anything. I think music is very mystical. Okay. Quote, I felt like a hollow temple filled with many spirits, which one passing through me, each inhabiting me for a little time, and then leaving to be replaced by another. All right. And that's from John Lennon, 1988. Okay. It says, when the real music comes to me, it has nothing to do with me because I'm just a channel. It is given to me and I transcribed it. All right. That's another quote from John Lennon. It says, this is, I think this next quote, it's either from John Lennon or Paul McCartney. I can't tell because it's not really, being profound. But it says, quote, the music to yesterday came in a dream. The tune just came complete. You have to believe in magic. I can't read or write music. So he's coming out telling you he can't read or write music, but he's writing lyrics. He's writing music to be played by instruments as well. Okay, quote, I wake up. This is a quote from Michael Jackson. It says, I wake up from dreams and go, wow, put this down on paper. The whole thing is strange. You hear the words, everything is right there in front of your face. I feel that somewhere, someplace it's been done, and I'm just a courier bringing it into the world. All right, and that's from a 1983 statement from Michael Jackson. It says, quote, when I hit the stage, it's all of a sudden a magic from somewhere that comes, and the spirit just hits you, and you just lose control of yourself. All right, he's losing control of himself. It's because a demon is entering into his body and influencing him on a very high level, influencing his moves, his dance moves, how he sings. All right. That's how these artists at these concerts are doing their performance, man. Okay, it's because they're heavily possessed. You see them sweating. You see them almost in a trance. Sometimes their eyes roll back in their heads. They have no memory of what happens. They have a lot of people around them to make sure they're okay before and after their various different events, man. Okay? They travel with witches and warlocks. Let's read a couple more of these. And once again, I'll leave the link in the description box of this article. This is from Joe Clark. I'm not sure, who this guy is. It says who contorts grotesquely during his performance, claims that sometimes or something seizes him when his songs rock and roll. It says, quote, when I'm singing and in touch with the energy I'm generating, I sometimes literally have no awareness of where I am. The ego disappears and me and my surroundings with it, and that's the reason I'm in music, to achieve that feeling. It says, it says, It says the original recording, quote, I Put a Spell on You, was done with the screaming Jay Hawkins, and his band members got drunk and some type of presence seemed to seize him. He began grunting, growling, screaming, and gurgling in strange unknown tongues and wildly dancing around the studio. Hey, what does that remind you of? Sounds like the so-called black church, all right? Which heavy demon possession happens in the so-called black church, man. You got these people running around, speaking in all different type of grunting and sounds, and they call themselves speaking in tongues. That's nothing but possession. Okay, and a lot of these statements were coming from the you know rock and roll genre of musics, from time ago, but this also is incorporated with these rappers as well. Because Esau uses these tactics in all these various different genres. Okay, and you could call the rap music of today the basically the new rock music. All right, just look at these rappers, man. Okay, they are the rockers. All right, this is Carlos Santana. It says quote, keeps a yellow legal pan handy to record the music when it comes to him, just like a fax machine. It says, this is from the Rolling Stones, March 16th, 2000. It says Santana believes his music is channeled through a guardian angel named Mathatron or Metatron or Metatron, who has a female twin named Sadilion, who says Metatron is the architect of the electron and the angel inside the womb of every woman who makes the fingerprints. It says, I really wish, quote, I knew why I've done some of the things I've done over the years. I don't know if I'm a medium for some outside source. Whatever is, frankly, I hope it's not what I think it is, Satan. Okay? So and there you go. You got statements from these various different musicians proving that this is true concerning Apostle Tahar's statement that he made, that demons are the ghostwriters, man. All right, demons are writing these lyrics from these various different rappers, man, and rockers, rock groups, bands, R&B artists, these female artists. Okay, there's a whole lot of wickedness that goes on behind the scenes. Um, uh, you know, not just in Hollywood, but in all aspects of music in general. Okay, that is pushed on a high level. All right, especially in these concerts, man. There's a lot of seances, a lot of witchcraft and conjuring up demons that goes on behind the scenes at these various different concerts that the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans flock to, man. All right, and you have seen the effects on the people from music. Music has had a heavy influence on Jake, and not just Jake. All the people, all the nations that listen to it. All right. Jake gets in the car, he turns on the rap music. Next thing you know, he's ready. He's on edge. He's got a different type of spirit on him. He's ready to shoot something. He's ready to kill something. He's ready to hurt something. And I mean, you just driving around in these cities, people are driving around, you know, listening to this rap music, driving around crazy as hell, ready to run you off the road, man. People on a road rage. All right, Jake's wilding out, ready to basically perform and do exactly how he hears in these various different lyrics, man, these various different albums, man. And we can all attest to that because we all grew up listening to rap music. A lot of us were in the streets doing wickedness off the strength of what we heard in these albums, man. And we listened to these albums as basically, that was it. Okay, we took notes, we learned from it, man. We studied, all right, what we saw on TV, man. What we heard in these various different albums, what we heard in these lyrics. Okay, so music has an effect on the body. Let's go to Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and I'm gonna close out. This is Ephesians 6, and let's go down to verse, I believe it's verse 12. This is Ephesians, matter of fact, starting verse 10, Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Hey, Esau's coming at us at all angles, man. He's hitting us through the music. He's hitting us through the food, the water, the air we breathe. All right, the various different people that are around us. He's on an all-out attack, man. Okay, Scripture says he doesn't sleep lest he's done wickedness. Okay. He's constantly thinking of a new scheme, a new plan. This man is the top schemer of the earth, man. Okay? It says, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next time, shalom.